Welcome, people. It's Adrienne. I'm standing in my kitchen with a counter of some items that I'd picked up on Saturday at Dollar Tree when I was out with my daughter in law. We'd gone to a new restaurant that she'd found that she had wanted to try, and it was very Argentinian and such like that type of what we call Mexican food. And you would have been blown away when you saw that. I ordered this little steak eggs with potato, and I just chowed down like you wouldn't believe. It was so delicious. I was hungry, and I told my daughter-in-law that this is absolutely what it's like. It looked delicious. I didn't have anything to do with making it. It was just presented to me, and I super enjoyed it. We had a wonderful day together. The location of the restaurant took us down some pretty fabulous streets, just chock-a-block full, lined up on each side with trees in every shade of green, yellow, orange, and red leaves. This is the remarkable part of living in Oregon. I just adore all of the trees. And of course, we're experiencing a lot of rain. It's fall, and our average is about 55 during the day. Wanted to show you these nails from Janet. I just adore them. Janet, the green, glow in the dark. Look at the intricacy of the patterns that she did. This hand in particular, this finger right here, blows my mind. There's so much going on with it. If I could just get it in a sweet spot for you. But anywho, people, look at these. So I've got Alien Green, which one of my friends that I worked with in Sausalito, because of my name A, he would call me Alien, and I loved it so very much. But Janet, oh, I can't get over the incredible beauty of the designs on these nails. So as ever, I left this hand in the original long length, and this hand, I cut them shorter so I'd be able to be doing little chores and things. Look at him. Thank you, Janet. And I just want to repeat that Miss Sassy adores the little Indian blanket. It's so silky and smooth, and I love to have her lying next to me on the silky blanket, and I'll pick up the sides, and I'll even rub them on her. I'll be scratching her head like she loves. She loves the nails, Janet. She loves the nails. So again, thank you so much. You're just the most thoughtful, wonderful friend, and I hope things are going well for you. And I look forward to hearing some good news about your health. Any news that you're here is good news, girl. Love you, Janet. Love you so much. This morning, I watched My Nutty Nook, my Sandy. Sandy and Kimmy at Positively Kimmy are the couple of people that I've just continually watched at least an episode or several a week, shorter episodes, and I spend time with them. And so many of you that I would want to be watching your channels simply because of the conversation, and I want to hear what's going on with you, because that's why I love watching you. I love your lives and what's going on. But one of the things that I'm just not comfortable right now with constantly looking at Temu stuff. I can't help it. I'm sorry. And I have to tell you, and I'm still shopping, I mean, for real, but at this point in time, it's just difficult for me to watch and get pleasure. And then I had let it known. It's just, Halloween is just too much. I can't take 4 months. so sorry, people, but I admit it. And now we even have people showing Halloween on sale that they got. I don't want to see any more Halloween. And it just could be where my head is at this year. I did nothing personally. It's the first year I've not done anything wearing clothing-wise, doing some makeup, keeping my front door a little ajar so in case anybody came up, I was ready to jump up. And just all of this. So this year, the only thing that I did was decorated my front door. Here's a photo, okay? So I have a red front door and these plastic, they kind of look like fencing with skeleton bodies on them, and 2 black cats, and my fabulous Happy Everything garden flag on my door. And I did a little table with fabric on it and a bowl that said candy for everyone, and my cheap little $1.50 tis the season type spooky, whatever the little rug says. So at least the house had a little decoration on the outside for less than 24 hours. Yes, indeed. My next door neighbors have 2 children, a boy and a girl, and every year I'm so excited because if I see no other, because really we just don't have trick-or-treaters in the building, that what else. But anyhow, they're adorable, and I always just put both hands into the bowl and fill their basket with their dad. Even their dad was dressed, so that made my night to see them because they are adorable, so adorable. Okay, 7 minutes of talk. Why don't I go ahead and show you just some catch-up things that I got, as ever, continuing to get the shelf-stable milk. Okay, and I think that might have been the $1.50. I don't know that I really see maraschino cherries. So for the $1.25, I believe, were the maraschino cherries, and I like to put them in, like, if I had like Diet 7-Up or things like that, I make myself a Shirley Temple. We love the Shirley Temple. Okay. What a beautiful shade of red. Maraschino cherries, how fun. I hadn't seen them before. And lemon for my water, so I picked up 2 of the lemons. And it does say lemon juice from concentrate, 100%, I like this, 100% lemon with added ingredients. I don't care, I want lemon in the water. Yay, got this, fabulosa. And also, talking of in the water, our drinks, this time I got peach iced tea from this Weiler brand. Okay, so that looks really delicious. And another one of the pineapple punch from Lifesavers, the pineapple punch. And this doesn't say what the punch is, but I see pineapple and oranges. So perhaps that's what it is. But love our flavored water. We all know that. We all like to have that as our treat. Well, especially with my tummy being a little nervous a lot lately, it's always good to have some ramen on hand. And this time I got the paper cup again. Really happy about that. It's not a styrofoam. Shrimp flavor, I do really like that a lot. And each one of these ramen noodles is 290 calories, 11 fat grams, less than 5 milligrams of cholesterol, 1050 sodium, 41 carbs, 1 fiber, and 2 added sugars with 7 protein. But the soothing of the warm broth, you know, having some noodles. I usually add olive oil and soy sauce, you know. a good tablespoon of each. So glad to have this on hand, and I'm just still really happy because they're not in styrofoam. Okay. Recently, I'd seen somebody say they'd gotten red gloves, and I was like, oh, I want red gloves, I want red gloves. So there I was with my daughter-in-law, and we'd go up and down the aisle, and we'd kind of done it, and then I was like, well, wait, okay, what I had in mind? I wanted to look for it. There was a red, I saw one pair of red, sure enough, these were, I hadn't seen them with the red dot in the ad, but I recognized them from before. And they're just sort of a one-size-fits-all. That's fine for $1.25. Have some fun red cleaning gloves. I might keep these in the bathroom. I'm not sure, but they are cheery and wonderful, and they are the Brillo brand. So I think that they'll be able to last a while. The rubber, you know what I'm saying. Now that Dollar Tree has upped their regular toilet paper, the 1,000 roll, to $1.50, and that would be 2, 4, 5, 6, right? If these were $1.50 each, 1, 2, 3, $4, $5, it would be $6 for the individual rolls. So the Scott brand that I do often buy at Target, although Target does their own version of 1,000 sheets on a roll. But here I have the Scott brand for the $5 that I pay at Target for their brand. Okay, so I was happy to go ahead and spend my $5 and get my toilet paper of choice. Thank you very much, Dollar Tree. I often tell you I have moratoriums on things to buy. I'm constantly looking at what can I get rid of. I loved one of the things that I'd recently read in a feed that had said, you know, at least weekly, if not daily, take a small bag, and go around and pick 5 things. I don't care if it's 5 rubber bands and 5 push pins, or just this little messy drawer of stuff, whatever, just go around and pick up 5 things that you can get rid of. It's not necessary that they're just so fabulous that they need to be donated. A lot of the little crap that we donate probably doesn't even make it out onto the floor. So I'm trying not to be overly selfish about just thinking, oh, I don't want to throw it away. Well, you know what? Throw it away, Adrian. And I do need to continually go through. I always have a bag ready for Goodwill as I'm going through, still eliminating more of my clothes and such like that. Well, one of the things I had a moratorium on is dish towels. I use the cotton dish towels from Dollar Tree as my napkins, because I just like having that nice sturdy cotton feeling, that oblong shape. That just really makes a nice big napkin. You know, we who lounge and eat love to have covering as our napkins and such like that. And I can use it more than one time depending on how dirty it gets. In my family, we always had a napkin. I told you we always each had a napkin ring of some animal or something that it was like, that one's mine. And you just put your napkin back in after a meal, because if it wasn't that dirty, you can use it again. But within that, for $1.50 now, I had not seen this one before. Here I was with my daughter-in-law, and she laughed. Well, first I thought, look at the fabulous dots. Dots, nice. Yes, it is. That's nice. And on the front, that might be a cutting board, but there's a fork and a spoon. It says, good food, good mood. That's pretty funny. That's a good Adrian one. It's perfect for me. So I allowed myself to get it, and maybe I'll give up 1 or 2 from my large stack of dish towels. Maybe I'll give up 1 or 2. Adrian, come on, you could do it. You could do it. But thank you. Thank you, Dollar Tree. I really enjoyed the sentiment on this one so much. And it was just a shock, like, oh my gosh, it's cotton. Everything now is the microfiber. Very, very little is done in the cotton. Okay, got myself another of the fruit grain and bars from the Netherlands because of the 8 whole grains, no high fructose corn syrup. They're 140 calories, they're very low fat, 3 grams, no cholesterol, 70 sodium, 28 carb, 2 fiber, and 11 sugars, all of which were added, and 2 protein. So you get a lot out of these bars. You have a nice texture to bite into, and they can be a little filling. So that's pretty fabulous. Glad to have gotten these. They do come in 3 flavors. I picked up the strawberry. I just recently finished my box of apple ones. Okay, this also is from Dollar Tree. My daughter-in-law and I were looking at the nail polishes, and I was telling her I just am not going to buy their nail polishes anymore because they just, even on my toes, they are very hard to take off. What am I trying to say here? First and foremost, I had been using nail polish from Dollar Tree, and I only had regular nail polish remover. I didn't have the acetone. Well, the regular nail polish remover would not touch taking the nail polish off. And I have my Sally Hansen 5-hour. And when you have black Sally Hansen on your toes, it can be a huge mess to get off. So I did pick up a good bottle of acetone style nail polish remover, and hopefully my toes will be well adjusted. Okay, but hanging on a peg was this brand. This one's called Mocha Brown Nail Polish High Shine Beauty Intuition. I like the shape of the bottle. That'll be comfortable to hold. I like the length of the polish top. And I like that color. So my daughter-in-law got this color as well. And they had kind of a mauvey pink and a soft pink as well. I just got this one to give it a try because I think that that'll be a nice toenail color for fall. So I have that, and that was a new product to me. And this last item, they were just so busy. The aisles were so full of the Christmas decorations up, and I'm just really proud of Dollar Tree. Now see, I don't mind Christmas decorations in November. But this caught my eye. It just caught my eye, made me giggle. You would never guess what character it is, but it is a pink felt Santa hat. Got a white rim and the bow. But who's on the front? Oh my gosh, people, it's Peppa Pig and friends. Oh, I just found this to be the cutest, sweetest, most wonderful design. Hey, Peppa! Hey, Peppa! So Peppa Pig. And it fits really well. Do we want it down lower? Could be. We can wear it in many different ways. But my Peppa Pig Christmas hat. That was my Christmas purchase. I just think it is so darn cute. And I don't know, it might have been the dollar quarter. Might have been the dollar quarter. Then I done, let me get sassy soup. Okay, so I placed an Amazon order because Miss Sassy and her hairball choking, as she chokes more than she brings up a hairball. And I thought, okay, I'm going to go ahead and try and get her some formula of thing that could help ease the hairballs coming up. So I didn't overly read everything. I got it off of Amazon, and This one is cod liver oil, barley malt syrup, and white petroleum. Okay, so that may be hideous to some people. I'm not sure. Let's turn it this way, Adrian. Cat lax. So they say you could give it, once a week, about an inch squeezed out. So I got less than an inch and had it on my finger and got it in her mouth, and she seemed to be okay with that. This was just under $8. So fantastic. Help hopefully to give her a more soothing relief when she starts going into that coffee, and maybe help her bring up what she needs to bring up. The other thing I got her, and she is in love with this. I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This might have been about $8. They might have been going on $1 each. Hopefully a little less, I just don't remember. But what the heck? A super yummy cat food complement. See, complement, they're trying to say that's not a serving. Well, you get this senior formula with skipjack tuna, in a velvety tuna broth. You can see that there. And when I put this in her dish, and this is only 1.2 ounces, 1.2 ounces. When I put this in her bowl, she went to town. She was so happy. So my girl just likes, this is her best. She hasn't been enjoying the bisque soup packets, that texture. I got them in different chicken formulas. And they do have one that's more of like a gravy situation, and I might try that next. But right now, Sassy got these, and she is extremely happy. So we got this and this for her, and I was out of oatmeal cookies, which is my mainstay. Oatmeal is filling. And my doctor, as I told you, was really happy. She was like, oatmeal cookies, oatmeal, great, fine. There are no bad food. If you're eating that, great. You're getting calories, and you're getting something in your tummy, and cookies, that help absorb any acid and such that I might be feeling. And I've told you about these before, and now I'm having an idea. I really love these cookies. They have a bit of an extra something flavor-wise, and when I'm reading the ingredients, fudgesicles, these have high fructose corn syrup. Well, you know what? It's not going to hurt me. I'm 74. I'm not feeding them to children. I just don't like to support the high fructose industry at all, and that's what makes things so cheap. And also contributed statistically, they, can prove at the period of time when high fructose corn syrup was introduced into the American food diet, the obesity in children jumped. So that's okay for me. But anywho, what I was gonna say, and if it hadn't had the high fructose, boy, I would have been over the moon, huh? But these are under $2. Under $2 for a big sleeve of cookies. There's 12 ounces. They are a crisp texture, and they are quite tasty. Yes, they are. They are. But I was thinking that for the under $2, and I actually bought 2, okay, because I was just making this little order with Amazon for Sassy. So I picked up oatmeal cookies on the order, and I have a pair of red tights coming. Red tights are needed for the season. I know, I told you, red's always for the season coming, but this year in particular, red tights are going to have a moment, indeed. But I had thought with the red packaging of these, get a pre-made like green bow to put on it and leave it at every neighbor's doorstep or something like that. But, just silly things like that. But I do love these. Too bad they have the high fructose corn syrup. Too bad, Adrian. Too bad. You're going to eat them. You know you are. And it doesn't mean I'm not going to buy them again. Because this is just about me having staples on hand. So when I'm in that moment, I need to get something warm and fuzzy in my tummy. So we have that. I also bought, opened, and ate from the Santa Cruz. If you're going to have a cookie, have a cookie. Okay, so the Santa Cruz, this is oatmeal raisin. So that's the fave when they have the raisins in them, and that's adding more. And my doctor had been, yay, raisins, yay, oatmeal. No bad food for you. Well, these cookies, each one of the cookie is 140 calories, 4.5 fat, no cholesterol, 100 sodium, 22 carbs, negligible fiber, 12 sugars, 7 of which were added, and 2 grams of protein. And here we have a little show and tell. That is a nice size cookie, you know, depth-wise, circumference-wise. These are soft cookies. So this and a cup of tea, how yummy is that, right? So I opened those and started those. So you saw the packaged over the counter, easy to buy, the Santa Cruz brand. And then this is Christie's Cookies. And I picked these up before, and I picked up a version of them at Trader Joe's. And they always average in the neighborhood of $5.50 or $6. All right, now if we open this, it's a very large cookie again. Okay, look at the size of that. All of the goodies. Ooh, yummy, people, yummy, yummy. So again, this with a nice cup of tea. They're called gourmet cookies, and I'm willing to say that at $5 plus for them. But you get 8 big cookies. Real butter, premium ingredients, no artificial flavor, color, no artificial sources, just a whole lot of heart. So this, for me, is a better food source in the oatmeal raisin, which really helps me out a lot. Okay, well, that's our visit to the kitchen. I want to let Trisha know that I'm standing right here. Let's see if I pick up the camera. Can I do that? Hey, Trisha, there we are. There's the girl. I'm going to turn off the overhead light so we can enjoy looking at our beautiful, inspirational queen cat. And I'd actually done, turn that light back on. All right, turned you around over to this wall behind the sink. Whoops, wrong. All right, what I did is this new pink one from the Dollar Tree, put that one up. So now we have matching green on this side. All the colors and the sentiment here. My Labubu, my only La Fufus, my shrieking chicken. Have you taken your medication? Right in front of me, because right here is, of course, my tea set up. So every morning, have you taken your meds today? And all of my favorite felt patches, the anatomical heart, a very colorful heart. Loved, I've had this forever and ever and ever. I just love the coffin and my crazy boy here. So I had gone ahead and fixed that up a little bit. So I'm very much liking how the kitchen sink area is looking. So giving you just a little more insight, and again seeing all the fun of all of that. Turn it around back to me. I'm over here. Okay, we did it. A wonderful video for you. I'm a little out of breath. I do need to eat something, so I guess it's going to be an oatmeal cookie or it's going to be a TV dinner. I'm not sure yet. Okay, it's definitely after lunchtime. Everybody, I'm so glad I got to spend this time with you. Okay, more to come. Tomorrow is therapy. It's Thursday tomorrow.